Hi and welcome to this tutorial where I'll be showing you how to crochet a poncho. It's a super easy and nice project. It's basically just a rectangle, so it's really simple. And what's cool about it is that you can wear it in multiple ways. Yeah, it's very versatile and quite beginner friendly as well. You can also literally use any medium weight yarn you would want. I went for a cotton linen viscose blend, a DK yarn. And I used a 5mm crochet hook. I suggest using a hook that is one size up compared to what the label of the yarn says. And you'll also need a needle for weaving in ends and scissors. So start by making a slip knot, and then you have to change a multiple of 8 plus 6. And this is going to be the length of your poncho, so how you can measure how long you want it to be is just put the chain from the base of your neck to your elbow. I chained 62, so that is 56 plus 6, and that was for me around 44 centimeters long. Once you have the length you want, you're going to start by working in the 10th chain from the hook, and there you will work a single crochet, chain 2, and another single crochet in the same stitch, then chain 3, skip 3 stitches and work 2 double crochets in the 4th stitch, and from here on you'll just be repeating this pattern. So chain 3, skip 3 stitches, work a single crochet in the 4th stitch, chain 2, and another single crochet in the same stitch, then chain 3, skip 3 stitches, and in the 4th stitch work 2 double crochets, and just repeat this until the end of the row. At the end, when you have 4 stitches left, work your last chain 3 and end with 1 double crochet in the last stitch. For row 2, start by chaining 1 and turning your work. Then work 1 single crochet in the 1st stitch, and another single crochet in the chain 3 gap from the previous row. Then chain 3, work a double crochet in that chain 1 gap from the previous row, chain 3 again, work a single crochet in the next chain 3 gap, chain 1, and another single crochet in the next chain 3 gap. And then you'll repeat chain 3, double crochet in the chain 2 gap from the previous row, chain 3 again, and then single crochet, chain 1, and another single crochet in the chain 3 gaps. Then you just continue this, and I'll meet you at the end of the last loop. Once you did your final double crochet in the chain 2 gap, you're going to end with a chain 3 and 2 single crochets in this last loop. For row 3, start by chaining 6. Then turn your work. Single crochet in the first chain 3 gap. Chain 1. And then single crochet in the next chain 3 gap. Chain 3. And work 2 double crochets in the next chain 1 gap from the previous row. And then again repeat chain 3, single crochet in the next chain 3 gap, chain 1 and another single crochet, and then you'll just be repeating this pattern until the end of the row. After the last single crochet, you're going to end the row with a chain 3 and then 1 double crochet in the last stitch. Row 4 is almost the same as row 2, so chain 1 and turn your work. Work a single crochet in the first stitch and a single crochet in the first chain 3 gap. Then chain 3. Work a double crochet in the next chain 1 gap. Chain 3 again. Then work a single crochet in the chain 3 gap, chain 1, and another single crochet in the next chain 3 gap. So this is basically the pattern you'll be repeating. Chain 3, work a double crochet in the next chain 1 gap, chain 3 again, and then again single crochet, chain 1, single crochet, and I'll show you how to finish the row. After the last chain 3, you're going to end with 2 single crochets in the last loop. Alright, so this is the pattern. From here on you'll just be repeating row 3 and row 4 until you have a really long rectangle. And just as a tip, maybe sometimes take a break and have a look if the pattern still looks right, because I made a lot of mistakes on the way just by accidentally doing 1 double crochet instead of 2 or the other way around. So make sure you just do that while you crochet. You can make the rectangle as long as you want. I made it around 145 centimeters long. Of course, it stretches out with time, but basically the longer you make it, the more asymmetrical your poncho will be. To know where to connect the sides, you can just put it on and add a stitch marker right underneath your armpit. That's a good indication of how big the hole should be. But of course, you can do it bigger or smaller. It's also based on preference. Once you found the point you want to connect it at, I would suggest you just align the pattern well. So add stitch markers every couple stitches, just so that the pattern actually aligns, because while you're going to connect them, it can move around. So this will give you a cleaner result. And of course you can connect it in any way. You could single crochet them together or use any joining method you want. I personally like using the mattress stitch, I think it's called. I'm gonna link a clearer tutorial in the description as well. but I'll show you as well how to do it. It's just a little bit more difficult to see. So start by cutting a piece of yarn that is approximately double the length that you're going to connect. And then just attach it by making a knot on one side. And then on the opposite side from where you attached it, you're going to put the needle through the bottom 2 loops. So you enter the needle through the loop and put it out through the next loop. And then you're going to do the same on the next side. So needle through first loop and it goes out through the next loop. And then you just keep on going like this, and at some point pull the yarn and you're gonna see they're gonna join pretty clean together. I know it's maybe a little bit more difficult to see, so that's why I would suggest to just go watch the tutorial in the description below. It explains it much clearer and it's easier to understand if you've never used this joining method before. And that's it. It's really, as you can see, a very simple project. And as usual, you can of course block it. I didn't do it for this one because I didn't feel like it was needed. If you end up making it and posting it on social media, please tag me at Twisted Toes Crochet. I would love to see. And make sure to follow and stick around for other tutorials. Thanks for watching again, and until next time, bye bye!